Scram, human, I'm busy. Searching the house for candy? Candy? Hey guys, it's Paper Bear, and today for Poop Your Pants Tober, I am bringing you a game that is very Halloween-y, is very much the definition of Halloween, and is a game that I have played every October since it came out 5 years ago. It is Costume Quest. It is by Double Fine, and I love this game so much. I love the series. They just came out with the second one last year, but we're gonna dive back into the first one, and yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with destroying to make something new. Costume Quest, if you don't know, is a game all about Halloween. It's all about trick-or-treating. It's all about exactly what Halloween is supposed to be. And that's what makes it so much fun. You know, it's costumes. It's about costumes. It's about, you know, it's trick-or-treating. And that's what Halloween's supposed to be about, right? It's not all haunted trails and stuff. And, kids, I know it's tough being in a strange new town, but tonight is Halloween, so please go out there and make some new friends. Mom, Halloween isn't about making friends, it's about terror and candy. It's about showing the world who you really are. Well, even if you don't find any new friends, remember your very best friend will always be your brother or sister. Ew, gross. That's why you have to stick together, or else you're grounded. No way, I'm not gonna trick-or-treating with my little brother. You're only 10 minutes older than me, and I'm the big one because I was born 10 ounces heavier, 10 ounces, 10 tons. No fighting. Yes, I suppose I should put one of you in the charge so there won't be any fighting. I am gonna be the boy. Reynold, this is your night. I'm sorry, Mom, but it sounded like you just said Reno. Your ears are working, sis, so why don't you can go fetch my costume, I think it said. Something like that, I don't know. All right, here's the plan. Get out there, grab the sweet stuff, head back in no time, and we will speak or look at each other something in silence. This is not a democracy. This is Halloween law. The only words I want to hear out of you tonight are trick and treat. But stay behind me so I don't have to look at your horrible costume. Let's march. Okay, so as you can see, the very basis of this game, it's very simple. As Halloween and as childhood should be, is that it's a couple kids who moved in to a new neighborhood and haven't made any friends yet and are now trick-or-treating with one another. So we're gonna trick-or-treat. We need to get into the core of this game, which is getting candy. Whoa, 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 this is Halloween, not garbage day. I was going to give you this entire bag of candy to the next kids that came to my door, but ouch, stinks. Here's some stale dietic marzipan as you try to eat it. Think about how bad your Halloween costumes hurt. It's something like that. I'm ad-libbing. I know your costume was going to get in the way of my trick-or-treating. How do you know it wasn't your costume? Maybe at your next house, they'll hate robots but love garbage. I mean candy. We can like to think that. Whoa, look! The light's on at that house. That means somebody's home. Let's go to this one. That might mean somebody's home. I leave my lights on all the time, even when I'm not home, so people do think I'm home. I have a good feeling about this house, don't you? Hey! Where'd you go? You're hurting my rep. I can't afford to be seen with you in your crummy costume. Well, more candy for me, then. This seems good. It's a good start to the game. It's a trick-or-treat. That's a good costume. Scram, human, I'm busy. Searching the house for candy? Candy? Ah! Holy mama. Mama. Come here, big candy. Put me down. I'm not candy. Oh, this is just great. Well, we lost half of our team. Starting out a little... What the... I said, open up. I said, get lost. I don't know how to do a PA voice. I said, get lost. I got orders to send a gallons a lot into this is a plate of candy. But this is special candy. It's huge and wiggly and it says stuff. Put me down, you toad. Did you hear that? Bojan has to check this out. Tell Bojan it was Gus from Section 5 who found it, okay? G-U-S. Boom. Splick. Splat. Hey, Gus. I'm the only one who gets to throw my sister around. Ooh, you weren't supposed to see that. Now we gotta fight. Gotta go 5-finger fisticuffs. Good thing you're just a puny little human baby with a box and something. I'm sick of annoying people and monsters trying to ruin my Halloween. It's time to show you how we trick-or-treat back where I'm from. What? So, I know that we've been having a lot of voices going on, but you know, if you can't tell, I really do love this game. I love, you know, some people may not be a huge fan of, you know, turn-based combat or just the kind of running around that you have to do, and the, you know, the kind of non-action that you see throughout most of the game, because the game is, you know, there isn't a lot of fast-paced action. There isn't stuff, I mean, there really isn't any fast-paced action. There isn't just stuff happening out in the world. It's not like you're getting attacked in the real world kind of thing. It's you know, it's turn-based combat, and otherwise you're just kind of exploring, you're taking in the world, and that's what's so great about the game, is that hold on a second. Once we get through this, I'll not your average trick-or-treater, are you? Yeah, well, Halloween is kind of my thing. Hey, have you seen a short, dumb, super uncool little nerd running around here? I have to find her or I'm going to be grounded. Ha! Everyone in this normal world is dumb and annoying, and right now you're the most annoying of them all. Now vanish before I'm forced to make you disappear. Hey! Who are you calling normal? I ought to give you a taste of my rocket fist. What's that? I couldn't hear you over the sound of the sudden tornado. Spink. Hello. We are now 3 feet away from where we used to be. And there is a tiny mummy person. My Halloween's gone. Rent's gone. My Halloween night is ruined. The one thing I care about, the only thing I had to look forward to this whole entire year, ruined. Mom's going to ground me for losing Ren. She might do worse. It's pretty bad. You did some bad things, Reynold. And it's a black cat with a skull collar and green eyes. And now this cat's gonna barf on me. And look at the cat. He's got a little tiny butthole. It's a little pink butthole. What you got there, kitty? Let's go follow the kitty. Don't know what it is. Ooh, there happen to be blueprints for the same costume we were just wearing. That seems redundant, but I just have to find the materials listed here to rebuild my costume. Thank you. Hey, that awesome cat left me before I could thank him. He's already down the alleyway. Okay, so, like I was saying, this is just, you know, you may be watching the game. Maybe this is your first time ever seeing Costume Quest. You may be watching the game and you may be thinking, wow, this does not seem like my cup of tea. And you may be right. I think that Costume Quest, you know, turn-based RPG style games aren't for everybody. You know, I've learned that growing up. Whenever I was a kid, I loved RPGs. I loved Final Fantasy. I loved turn-based combat and things like that. And I remember I would tell people, haha, cardboard box, an essential structural element of my robot costume. I wonder who put it in that strange coffin. But I would, you know, I'd be super excited. I'd go to school and I'd talk about the games that I loved, and I would talk about Final Fantasy, and I'd talk about Dragon Quest, and I'd talk about all of these things that I loved, and people would be like, what? What is that? What are you playing? And I learned pretty quickly that JRPGs and things like that weren't terribly popular Not that they weren't popular, it's just I ran into a number of people who didn't know what they were, and it wasn't popular around them. And, you know, I feel like this fits into kind of the same vein. Obviously, it's not, you know, a JRPG. Yay! I was wondering. I thought we got all 3 parts. So we can rocket skate now! Roller skate! We're only doing it on 1 wheel. I think these are actually Heelys, apparently. Whoa! Hey! Why did you do that? Just following orders, kids. Stay out of our way. What did you do with my sister? Sorry, I don't have time to chat. We're on a tight schedule, Stinky. Hey, I'm not Stinky. You will be after standing by these trash cans all night. Ha ha ha. Maybe I should have done a fading voice since he was running away. But this game is very much in line with that style of game. You know, it's very, very much inspired by... hello. Excuse me. Got some trick-or-treating to do. Guess again, we run all the trick-or-treating in this town. 30% rise in candy harvest since we took over. Nope, stop it. Alright. What you got? What's happening? Thank you, Travis, for... Ow! Clarifying for me your position on nerds. Now could you... Ow! Please unhand me? You don't have my permission to trick-or-treat over here, Everett. All new kids have to wait their turn. Hey! What's going on? It's time you new kids learn that in this neighborhood, tonight is all about me! Me getting candy, not you. Really? Because I think tonight is all about you getting served. You know, I just realized I've never given a wedgie to a robot before. Get over here! Run, brave Samaritan. He is as fast as he is impervious to reason. So, you know, as you can see, also, if you've never played a Double Fine game, Double Fine games, you may have heard of Psychonauts. You may have heard of Brutal Legend, or most recently, Broken Age. Double Fine is known for their just kind of goofy, kind of wittier humor. It's not necessarily laugh out loud funny. It's not necessarily something that you're just sitting there and every second cracking up, but it's one of those things where you will read something or you'll see something happen and it just seems very smartly done, very intelligently done. And that's one of the things I've always loved. You know, I played Psychonauts when I was younger. I played this when I got a little older, and it's just one of those things I've always loved about it. And so Costume Quest, with Halloween being the backdrop, with turn-based battles, with, you know, witty humor, with things like that, it's just such a good game. I am not programmed for failure. Oh man, I hate nerds. Run! Smash you like a week-old pumpkin. He's got a weird rash on his face. We got ninjas waving us down. So, we gotta run apparently, and people are rallying behind us. So, you know, Costume Quest kind of takes on a lot of different areas. It's, you know, you'll be in a neighborhood like this, you'll go to a mall later on, you'll go to like kind of an autumn fair, and so all of the things are really, really neat. You're going to all these different locations. Week. Travis, what's going on here? Is it time for me to call your parents? No, I caught these punks trying to steal some kid's candy. Shut your lie hole, Travis, and leave those kids alone. And there's a song like that. Wow, are you really going to arrest him if he acts up again? Nah, scaring kids is what Halloween's all about, right? That's how I'll be as an adult. I'm not one yet, so I don't... Road's clear. Time to go rip that big black monster gate off its hinges. OMG! That was awesome. How did you do that? Did you cast a fatigue spell on him? Or an invisible glacial wind? I don't know what that guy was thinking. It's like he has no concept of how fast robots are, or how well knights can take a punch. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet costume you got. Thanks. Want to trade? Not sure. Let me try it on. Let's switch some costumes. There we go. Our costumes are both incredibly superior. We should stick together. I'm on a quest to rescue my sister from the monsters. I'm sure you've noticed the monsters. Shh, you had me at quest. So, you know, as you can see, so we have a new friend in Everett. We have new costumes, and it kind of, you know, this shows the main attraction to this game is that as you're going through it, you are getting new costumes. You're getting, you know, there's a robot costume. There's a you know, not to be too spoilery if you've never seen the game, but you know, there's a robot costume. There's a knight costume. There's a Statue of Liberty costume. There's a cat costume. There's a unicorn costume. Like, you know, they're costumes that are just kind of all over the place, and they all have very unique powers. Now, obviously, the battle system's pretty simplistic. If you've ever played a Final Fantasy or any sort of turn-based RPG, you know that they're healing spells and things like that, and you really have to plan out. But, you know, this game takes a little bit more of a simplistic approach. Now, the second game that came out a year ago went a little deeper with it. But it's one of those things where, like, I don't know, you kind of just... I think you kind of love it or you hate it. I don't think you go into Costume Quest or games like this and just say, yeah, you know, I mildly maybe enjoyed it and I went through all of it. It's like, if you played through it all, you probably enjoyed it pretty well. And I also think it depends on why you're playing. You know, for me, a lot of the reason why I love this game and why I keep revisiting it every year is that it's a game that, do you know Sadie? She sells battle stamps in the park. She can totally hook us up. It's a game that very much centers around what I love about Halloween. You know, if you've joined me for any length of time during this month, you've learned that I don't love horror games. I don't love horror anything. I don't watch the movies. I don't go on haunted trails or go to haunted mansions. I don't do things like that. I don't. It's just never been my thing. Halloween to me has always been a lot more childlike. It's always been trick-or-treating. It's always been pumpkins. It's always been, you know, costumes and imagination and things like that. And it may sound a little kind of childish, but that's what I've always loved about Halloween. And I think this game just does a really good job at reminding me of that, reminding me that I love this part of being a kid, that I love this part of being a person in general, the idea of imagination, the fact that, like, here are these kids building, you know, costumes out of cardboard and trash can lids, and they're able to fight off monsters or think that they're fighting off monsters or whatever it is. And that's, you know, kind of what it's all about. So, you know, if you go into the game expecting, like, you know, this is gonna be my RPG fix, and I'm gonna dig into this deep. We're gonna get into some, like, secret stat stuff, and we're gonna, you know, be whatever. Like, you know, there are options for optimization and stuff like that, like the best stamp to use or things like that, but it's really all about just experiencing Halloween. And that's great. That's kind of what it's for. And that's why I'm playing it. It may not be it may not be what you would expect from the month of Halloween, being surrounded by games like The Last of Us Left Behind, or, you know, Soma, or Until Dawn, or all of these things that we are playing or will be playing this month. It's you know, it kind of stands out a little bit. It's kind of like, you know, we'll be doing Luigi's Mansion a little bit later on this month as well, and Luigi's Mansion is the same way. It's just kind of it's a goofy, spooky kind of horror thing, similar to the way Ghostbusters is and stuff like that. And so here's little Abe Lincoln. Sorry, this ramp is on a need-to-know basis, as in you need to know the password. See, if I were a kid, if this had come out when I was a kid, I used to be king of, like, catchphrases and stuff. Like, I'd hear a catchphrase, on some movie or something and I'd repeat it to somebody and people would laugh at me. Not by what I said, but because I was doing something like that. And if this game were around, I would have done that. I would have hid out on the playground and I would have been like, this place is on a need-to-know basis, as in you need to know the password. People would have laughed and, you know. But that was me. That was me as a kid. You know, like I said, this, I think, does a good job at representing exactly what I was. You know, and honestly, I would recommend this game to anyone. Whether you like the style of the game, whether you really care about this genre of game at all. I think it's something that if you care at all about Halloween or the season or fall, that is something you should play, because like it is very much fall. You know, there's a fall festival that goes on. There are Ferris wheels and, you know, autumn leaves and pumpkins and stuff like that. And like, oh crap, oh no, I died almost. I should have used my guardian shield. The reason I haven't used my guardian shield is it's a defense maneuver, not a what's it called? Not an attack. So, you know, this is, you know, and the attention to detail with it, like, of just being this little ringed binder, and you can go through and you can look and you can find, like, oh, here are all these patterns. Here are all these different costumes that you can get if you find the parts for it. Or here are some creepy treat cards, and they don't really do anything, but they're just cool little collector things. And you find battle stamps and you find all this kind of stuff. And it's like, no, it's not as deep as, say, a big AAA Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest or anything like that. It's, hello? Police? Do you know monsters are invading the town and stealing all the candy? Oh! Also, they kidnapped my very funny kid. Happy Halloween to you too. I'm serious! It's an emergency! Okay, I'll add your complaint to the police log. I hate working holidays. Like, it's, you know, it may not have the depth that you would see in something like that, but it's people who very obviously love this season, very obviously love this style of game, and, you know, I would be fine with more things like this. I'd be fine with games that embraced holidays like this, that embrace just like, you know, no, we're not going to try and scare you to death constantly for, you know, whatever reason. We're gonna make something that's Halloween, you know? Make something Halloween, make something Christmas. Give us something that's very much Thanksgiving or Arbor Day. I mean, come on, we can do Arbor Day. Let's get something on trees out there. Hi, could you please stop yelling? Yeah, we need to concentrate. We're fighting monsters. Those boring costumes, our costumes are amazing. Yeah, FYI, we've been slaying monsters with them all night. I'm just saying they could use a little zing, a little zow, a little customization. Interested? Depends. What are you charging? Just a few pieces of candy. Small price to pay for battle stamps. What exactly do these battle stamps do? Glad you asked. Please consult my menu for tonight's specials. So we got a disembodied hand, an egg, moving tombstone, black cat, fang of the wolf. We can't buy everything. Disembodied hand is always a good choice, and fang of the wolf is also a good one. And so when you find a battle stamp, you can go, you can equip it. I'll give that to him. I'll give that to Everett. And I feel like that's good. So, you know, like I said, I've played through this. Kids, you're in grave danger! Finally, an adult who sees what's going on. Do I ever? Tonight we are under attack, ... by Sugar! Is that your nickname for one of the monsters? Sugar is the biggest monster of all. It rots your teeth, gives you pimples, and makes you fat. Wait a second, and that's why I'm out here tonight promoting healthy eating through the classic game of bobbing for apples. Want to play? No. Great. let's get started. Grab as many as you can before time's up. Green apples are rare and worth more than red. I dispute that. I think that that's wrong. I find a lot of green apples in my local supermarket. I don't think they're rarer. They might be. I don't know. I've never harvested apples. Do you harvest apples? No! Ew! Reynold. Sorry, that was my own fault. I won't blame you, Reynold. I'm sorry. I'm a bad friend. Do it wrong. But, you know, it's... I mean, where else are you going to find this? Where else are you going to find a bobbing for apples minigame other than something in the fall? That was amazing. You got more apples than a teacher on the first day of school. So what do we win? Candy! Awesome. Wait, is this the trick? Aren't you supposed to be promoting good dental hygiene? Of course. So here's a sweet reward to help you remember your lesson. It's called positive reinforcement. Duh. 20 pieces of candy. Come again. My name's Bob. Like I said, though, I've played this game I've played it through every Halloween since Putter Pan, since it came out. So it came out in 2010. It's 2015 right now, and you know, I would pick it up. I remember, I think a couple years ago, I think, you know, I played it through in 2010, and I think the next year I was like, you know, I'm gonna play this again on Halloween or in the Halloween month. And I remember it was September 30th. I was walking my sister at homecoming, I think, during one of the football games, and got home that night. It hit like midnight, and I dove into it right away. Careful, people are watching. Watching us do what? If you don't know, then you must not be doing it. Sorry, private party for patriotic heroes. That's us. Your costumes celebrate science and the monarchy customs. How is that patriotic? Look, I have a colleague in front of the steps over there who might be able to inspire you. Just tell her I said it's a matter of manifest destiny. But I got home that night, started playing it, played it through, and beat it again, I think, middle of the next afternoon or something. It's you know, it's a short game, but it's password manifest destiny. Well, you got some friends. That's all I got to say. And also too, the costumes have cool little powers. The robot is able to speed over ramps and stuff. The knight's not able to do that, but the knight does have a power in that it's able to shield from things like that, which is crazy. Crazy. We found something. We found a sheet. What? What's that for? It's costume material. Who knows what it's for? Maybe a ghost. Probably not, though. That'd be weird. Manifest destiny. Shh, you want the whole neighborhood to hear? But, you know, aside, you know, like I said, with everything, aside from the funny voices, aside from the joking and everything, this game is wonderful. I think it's great. I love it. I have so much fun every time I dig in. I'll probably play this, and I'll probably play Costume Quest 2 again. You know, they are both just games I love playing around this holiday. With that, though, I think I'm probably going to let you guys go. It's, you know, there's so much more this game that you could see. There are so many more costumes, so many more places, so much going on. We haven't even seen where Rin, his sister, has gone off to. We haven't met Bojan. We don't know what's going on. We don't know who Dorsilla is, but, you know, that stuff can be found out a little bit later, and I'm definitely going to keep on going to figure that out. But, you know, I wanted to show you a game that is very, very close to my heart, and a game that I love just experiencing every single... Ooh, we can go close to the thing. It's a game that I love experiencing every single year. It's fun. It's, you know, being a kid, and it makes you feel just good. It makes you feel warm. It makes you, you know, it starts getting cold outside. I'm wearing a sweater. You know, it's hot in here, but it's cool it's cold outside, it's cooling down, and it just makes you feel warm. It makes you feel like a kid, and that's how you want to feel, right? You want to feel like a kid again. And so, you know, I thank you so much for joining me today. I thank you just for hanging out with me, for, you know, if you love this game, if you've never played this game before, you know, I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Comment on it. Tell me about it. Tell me what you love. Tell me about your favorite costume. Tell me, you know, tell me anything. Tell me if you care about this game even, or if you've never seen it and you want to see it now. See more of it. See, play it. I don't know. But if you have anything to say about it, if you have anything to tell me, anything that you'd like to see more of, just comment and just be in touch. I will definitely get back to you. I always want to keep up with you. And if you like this or any of my other videos, subscribe. Let me know about anything else. Keep up with everything else. There's so much Poop Your Pants-tober coming down the pipeline. There's, you know, Costume Quest is coming up right now, but we still have more games. We're finishing our Soma playthrough. We're finishing these other things, and we're doing some good stuff along the way. With that, we're going to be finishing this up. Thank you guys again for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.